Hello Pisces, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecast. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you have been guided to this video, I'll be tapping into the energy for the overall collective for Pisces. This will be a channeled message reading, general as always, so please keep that in mind throughout and only take the bits and parts of it that do resonate for you. If you are new to my channel and this is the first time that you're listening to this, I like to start off taking a look at letters that could come through for either you, the person you're thinking about, or any other people that in your life that could be significant. And we'll take a look at some names that I'm able to channel, as well as zodiac signs, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. And then I'll go ahead and focus on physical descriptions for the masculine and feminine, and take a look at the overall energy for the messages that are coming through here for you, Pisces. All right, so let's begin. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what comes through here. And hopefully there's something in the messages that's able to offer you clarity, guidance, in however way you need it. All right, guys, let's begin. So Pisces, letters that I'm able to channel at this time. K is the very first letter. S, T, the letter X, R, V, Y, the letter L, O, B, and F. Let me go ahead and see what names I'm able to channel for you. Stephanie is the first name I'm hearing. I'm seeing it actually spelled S-T-E-F-A-N-I-E, but it could also be spelled the traditional way. Rory is coming through. Vincent, Lorenzo, Bert, could be Roberto, Thomas, could go by Tom or Tommy, Shane, I'm also hearing Shayna, I'm seeing the name Carrie, but it's spelled different from mine, so I'm seeing it as K-A-R-I. But somebody's name could also be Carrie, and spelled in however way it's coming through. Tori presenting itself here as well. That could be male or female. Vi, V-I. That could be a nickname for someone. It could be short for a longer name. Could be Viola. Could be maybe Viviana or Vivi. Laura is coming through. I'm also hearing Lori. Sean is presenting itself here. Virginia presenting itself as well. Brooke. Faith. Rachel. Irvin. Rob or Robbie, could also be Robert or Roberta. Kirk, K-I-R-K. Stan or even Stanley. Allison. Wallace, Jim, Jimmy, James, Luann, Jane, Rex, Chris, Chrissy, Christopher, all variances of that name. Brenda, Rose, Roseanne, Rosie, any variances of that name. I'm hearing Tilla, Tilla, or Tila. Sharon, Val or Valerie, Kennedy, Randy, Marshall, Byron, could also be Brian, Jeffrey, or Jeff, Rain, traditional spelling, or Rayne, Virgil, Olivia, Barbara, Xander, and Rita. So those are the names. Quite an extensive list there. That could again represent maybe a romantic interest, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a friend, it could be a family member, however way it's coming through for you. So as far as the zodiac signs here, Pisces, Sagittarius is coming through. I'm actually picking up off of a double Libra energy. So you could have Libra in your chart. The person you're thinking about could have Libra in their chart as well. Scorpio presenting itself here. Aries, Capricorn, and Virgo. So Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Any of those signs could maybe be making sense for you right now. If you happen to be single, it could later. You know, again, this is a timeless message, so you could come back to this at any time. All right, let's go ahead and get into physical descriptions for you, Pisces, focusing on the Divine Masculine first. All right, Divine Masculine. I'm picking up for a masculine, they could be really tall. They're slim. They could be very athletic. They have difficulty finding clothes in their size. So this person is really tall, maybe 6'5" and up. Somebody, a masculine, could be into extreme sports. I'm also picking up somebody could be a boxer. Somebody could be a rock climber. A bit of a daredevil energy is what I'm picking up for some of the masculines. But they could have also injured themselves quite a few times because they are a daredevil. That hasn't stopped them though, so I feel this is something that's just a part of who they are. Divine Masculine could have, I'm picking up red hair. Somebody's got red hair. Or they've dyed their hair red. I'm picking up more so of like an I Love Lucy type red, not necessarily like a super red, vibrant candy apple red. It's not that. It's more, if you guys are fans of I Love Lucy or Lucille Ball, it's that type of hair color that's coming through for me for some masculines. I'm also getting dark hair, so you know, so many variances to physical descriptions. I feel We might have a masculine who gets their hair braided or twisted. Certain masculines could be very clean cut, no facial hair whatsoever, but I'm also picking up for particular masculines. For some of my feminines, you're very attracted to their facial hair, so either a goatee, maybe a mustache. Also, masculines could have sideburns. For some, it could be more distinct than others. Nose piercings, tattoos, that's coming through as well. I also have a masculine with really long lashes. I'm also getting a masculine with a really nice smile. I'm picking up masculines that have a distinguishable birthmark that's visible, so it's not covered by clothing. So it could be on their arm, it could be maybe their face. It's visible. It could be on their neck, their hand. And it's not a small birthmark. It's pretty distinguishable. You can't miss it. Also, masculines with a mole maybe on their cheek or somewhere on their face or even on the neck. Again, it's distinguishable, so it's not a small mole. It's very visible. Also, scars are coming through. It's something that you've noticed perhaps on your masculine divine feminine. Not that it takes away from how you see them in any way, shape, or form. It's just something that you've noticed. Could be due to an injury, but it could also have been something that occurred when they were born. That's coming through. I do feel for the masculine, they're very goal-oriented. They're always striving for what's next. So you might find that your masculine could be very impatient at times, or just very confusing in how they convey themselves to you because they're thinking about life in general, but also particular goals, dreams that they have. So they might come through as a little bit aloof, especially if you're romantically linked to your masculine. They might also come through as somebody who has a really hard time deciding. That could have gotten in the way of the two of you, especially if you felt like, you know, you're really into your masculine divine feminine and you really see them as the one, but maybe they just have not communicated that to you, that they see you as the one. So that could have resulted actually in a breakup or severing ties with this masculine because they seemed aloof or wishy-washy. And I'm just getting that the intention to hurt you wasn't there, but they also need to realize that it did hurt you. So that's something that I feel will come in time, a realization, like that aha moment, that this masculine will learn the lesson behind it. I'm also picking up off of masculines who are very active. They're active throughout the day, whether it's at their job or whatever it is that they're doing. They always give 110%. They're not going to half-ass it, you know. I'm kind of feeling for this masculine. They're rarely home because they're always doing stuff. Whether it's hanging out with friends, whether it's keeping busy at work or keeping busy at school, like whatever it is that they are pursuing, this is a masculine who's always on the go. So they're rarely home, but when they are home, they're still productive in however way, shape, or form that's coming through for them. I'm also getting a very organized masculine. You know, it's like their closet is neat, their space is neat, they're organized. That's the vibe I'm getting. I'm also getting a masculine who's really good at either playing an instrument. There's something tied into music. So either they're a musician, a singer, a songwriter, They play a particular part in that. It could be their vocation, their purpose in life. So their music means a lot to them. And maybe Divine Feminine, you could be a singer, you could be into music as well. I'm feeling compatibility between two people, masculine and feminine, where music plays a huge role. So you both might be in the music industry, or that's just something that brought you guys together. You complement each other in that way. For my feminines, what am I getting here? You guys are another sign. I mean, I've done all channeled messages at this point, and in particular messages, there was either a big age gap or a big height difference. I'm feeling that for you guys as well. So it could possibly be the masculine who's really tall. Not that the feminine is short or anything, but I feel because they're so tall, it just makes you look like you're short, even though you're not short. And also, Divine Feminine, you could have really long hair, mid-back to maybe waist length. And some masculines actually have either long hair or longish. So I feel hair between the two of you, that's like a big thing. You guys could go shopping for particular shampoos that are really good for your hair. You guys take a long time shopping is what I'm getting for some of you guys. But, you know, I feel you guys enjoy it, actually. I'm also feeling for my feminines, you could be a really great baker or cook. That could have started off as a hobby. I feel for some of you, that could be what it is that you do for a living as well. Divine Feminine, you could actually be very soft-spoken. You might have a really calm demeanor, but when somebody makes you laugh, it's like this switch gets turned on and you have such a loud, funny, boisterous laugh. I don't know, I'm just getting that for some of my feminines, where you might look totally demure and quiet and, you know, like the quiet type. But when someone makes you laugh or you find something to be really funny, you have like a really loud laugh that catches everyone's attention, and they don't expect that from you because you're naturally soft-spoken. I don't know who that's for, but that is coming through for me. I'm also getting feminines who either have a large ring or earring collection, like jewelry. You've collected it over the years, or it's been gifted to you, or you've inherited it. I'm just feeling you've got some pretty valuable things in your collection, and to just be mindful of that and take care of it. All right, guys, so that's what's coming through there. So let me go ahead and tap into the overall energy here. I'm picking up off of money vibes here. Some of you guys could be struggling because you're not working right now. So either you've recently lost a job or you quit a job in order to maybe pursue something else, but it just didn't pan out. I'm feeling within the next 3 to possibly 6 months, so that's a little bit of time there before anything creates any sort of movement towards getting a job or for things to start improving regarding your finances. But it will eventually correct itself, I feel. Some of you have maybe applied for a loan or have applied for a credit card. I'm just getting this message that you need to be mindful to not overextend yourself, because then that's where it's going to start affecting your credit score and how much you've got in the bank or whatever the case might be. It'll just put you in a place where you're just stressed out about money. So just be mindful of maybe some of the more luxury items that could wait. Also think about your subscriptions. Maybe you've got a lot of subscriptions either on your phone or just in general, and those are things that you kind of need to take a look at. Do you really need all of them? Or can you cancel or put some on pause, you know? that's coming through for some of you. So funds, I feel, could be a little bit short right now, or you've built up some savings, but then you lost your job, so you're a bit worried right now, perhaps. I'm also feeling for some of you that maybe you were planning on taking a trip or going on vacation, either with your family or your significant other, or maybe even on your own. I feel that's been put on hold or needs to be put on hold because of the financial changes that could be going on for you right now. I'm also feeling some of you might be struggling because you are getting ready to add to your family. So either, you know, you could be pregnant, or your significant other is expecting I'm getting either twins or a baby girl. I'm seeing pink, so it could be a girl. But yeah, I'm also picking up off of twins. So your family is growing, and that could be a concern, especially if there's no income or money coming in. But I do feel that that is temporary. I do feel that eventually things will start moving. So just maybe as far as spending goes, just take it easy until something comes around. I'm also feeling for those of you who have pets, that could be a financial strain as well. Unfortunately, it does cost a lot of money to be able to take care of our pets. You know, food and anything else that goes along with it, vet bills, whatever the case. So some of you guys are considering maybe taking your pet either to someone else's home to take care of, or asking friends or even family if they would be willing to take your pet. Last choice would be to take them to the pound. So that's stressing you out if that's something of concern for you or your family. So it really is coming down to finances right now, I feel, Pisces. But, you know, if it offers you any comfort, I do feel that within the next 3-6 months, things should start improving, hopefully sooner rather than later. And once it happens, I feel it'll make the struggle worth it, because I am feeling that some of you might get your dream job, or there's something that's going to happen in your life personally where you feel so happy and fulfilled that that actually occurred, whether it's got something to do with your love life, your finances, your work, your friends, family, whatever it is. I feel you're about to hit a jackpot, so to speak. It's like that energy of the Wheel of Fortune coming in, where things are finally falling into place for you. Something is about to shift and change for the better. I do feel the holiday season could be a very busy time for you, Pisces. You could be reconnecting with family that you haven't seen in a very long time, but it could also be for those of you who are estranged from the person that you care for and love, maybe your soulmate, your twin flame. There could be reconciliations that may happen during the holiday season, as soon as possibly October and all the way through December. There will be little windows of opportunity there, I feel, Pisces, where you can reconnect and rekindle a love connection. If there were commitment issues, I do feel that that's something you guys can work through. You guys might have even talked about marriage. That as well is something I feel can be the overall outcome of your connection. You guys might have talked about marriage, but maybe something got in the way and it didn't happen. I do feel in your heart of hearts, Pisces, you will know if you are with the one that you are meant to be with. I do feel possibly reunions, reconciliations, family reunions, couples getting back together, holiday season. That's just the vibe that I'm getting at this time. Something very special, especially for twin flames. I feel in your heart you've always known that the possibility to come back together, it was there, but you know, sometimes it's really hard to believe in that concept when you haven't seen your person in a very long time, perhaps. And maybe you were starting to lose faith. But what I'm getting here is you might receive a particular sign, particular synchronicities that you're noticing when it comes to your twin flame. I do feel a really good chance to get back together. Old cycles are phasing out as well, Pisces. The doors that need to close, keep them closed. you know what doors that represents, and there are new doors that will present itself to you, whether it's pertaining to love or your finances or something else in your life that means a lot to you. People or situations or even energies that need to be released and cut out, that's a part of your homework for the remainder of the year, so that you don't carry that forward into 2026. I'm also feeling at this point in time you're really committed towards goals and dreams that you want to manifest. It may not come forward 100% this year, but I feel 2026 could be your year. That is what I'm getting for some of you guys. All right, so that's what I have, Pisces. I do hope that there's something here that offers you advice that is helpful. If you are interested in your own card reading, that info is down below in the description box. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for listening, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care.